All right, there. Check, check. Hi guys, this is Doc Mitch. Now, women in general are very prone to developing UTI. And with all the rush during the holiday season, things can get pretty tricky and problematic. So let's talk about that now. Now, the stats don't lie. Actually, more than 50% of women experience getting UTI at one point or another. You should know that with every subsequent infection that you have, the risk of getting recurrent or developing recurrent infections goes higher, according to the National Institute of Health. And while the painful symptoms of stinging during urination or a burning sensation that you experience may seem bad enough, actually, the increased risk of getting or developing a really bad kidney infection is actually the one that's very scary. So in this video, I will be giving you eight tips. Okay, I will be giving you 8 tips to help you avoid getting UTI. All right, most of the tips that I'll be giving are actually applicable even if it's not the holiday season. I was just thinking I'd give these advices specific for the holiday season now, mainly because a lot of us are busier in general and we have a lot of errands that we're doing now, and we tend to be too preoccupied with so many things like buying gifts, wrapping gifts, attending Christmas parties and whatnot. So sometimes we tend to actually forget to do the basic things. Okay, so I think you're getting my drift. So anyway, let's go to the advices. Okay, first advice. Practice good hygiene. I mean, I can never stress this enough. No matter how busy you are, you have to always remember to keep yourself clean. So women in general, as I've said, we are more prone to developing UTI. Why? Anatomically, we are prone to developing, more prone to developing bladder infections because of how the bladder actually sits on the vagina. The opening or the opening of the bladder, which is the urethra, sits right next to the opening of the vagina, and so any infection in any one of the two actually, and then the right beside the vagina is the anus, so any infection in actually one of the three can actually cause havoc, problems like UTI or vaginal infections or even diarrhea. So hygiene is very important. But of course, if we want to be clean, we cannot also overdo it. So we use our favorite feminine washes. Now find the one that works well for you. I have actually a video that I did previously, which is entitled The Best Feminine Wash, wherein I will talk about my top 3 favorite brands of feminine washes, but I just actually released the first one. But it's really up to you. Whatever works for you, then use that. But the usage of feminine washes, basically, we advise that you just use it twice a day. And then the rest of the time, you can just use feminine wipes or clean tissue or whatever. So number one way to avoid UTI is to actually practice good hygiene. Advice number 2, okay? So what's my advice number 2? Do not hold it in general, okay? So stop holding your pee. I know you're very busy, and that party is really getting on and you're enjoying the company, and so you don't want to leave because you might miss out on anything, or you have a lot of errands to do and there's really no time for a bathroom break. But that's really wrong. That's the worst attitude that you can have. Please, when you feel like peeing, or even if you're not yet feeling like you need to really pee, please try to pee. Ideally, you have to pee frequently. And how do I define frequently? Ideally, it's peeing every couple of hours. So you don't wait for your bladder to feel like it's going to burst. Okay, so do not do that. Or you do not wait for that time wherein you really just have to rush to the washroom and then you get an accident if it's really an emergency already. And so you don't wait for that. So very important that you pee regularly and frequently, and do not hold that pee no matter how busy you are, no matter how toxic you are, because that's actually going to be a problem. Peeing frequently actually decreases the chance of bacteria growing in your urethra and your bladder. So very important that you don't hold your pee. So Second advice, do not hold your pee. Third advice. Does this look like a number 3? Anyway, so third advice is drink a lot of water. So very important. Water is a wonder fluid. It actually does a lot for us. So very important that you keep yourself hydrated. The recommended amount of water that you drink daily is about 8 to 10 glasses. But with this weather that we have now, I think it's important that you just increase it to 10 to 12 glasses a day. Now, staying hydrated, remember this, staying hydrated actually boosts your energy. So you're now more ready to party. You're now more ready to do all your errands, to shop, wrap your gifts, see your friends, see your family. So it boosts energy level. It actually prevents or decreases the chances of headache. So we don't want, all these pains to hinder us from attending what we need to attend or doing what we need to do or finishing what we need to finish. So it actually also decreases the chances of headache, and it actually improves your skin. So of course we want to look our best, especially during the holidays in holiday pictures, because it was going to be, a good memory. You want to look your best. You want to, you want to glow. So drink up. Drink water. Of course, the most important is when you drink water, you're hydrated, your urine is not concentrated, and so you're less prone, and so you're and so you're less prone to developing UTI. So what number am I now? Oh, okay. Fourth advice. Okay. Advice number 4 is I usually suggest to my patients that they start taking cranberry supplements now, or cranberry juice. Now, cranberry is known to actually have a mild antibacterial effect. Can you hear my cat in the background? Hi, Orange. Anyway, I think she wants to join us, but she can't speak human. So, let's just continue with this video, and then just don't mind her in the background. Anyway, where my cranberry supplements, you can actually take that because it has a mild antibacterial property that actually helps decrease the chance of developing UTI, or if you have like a mild form of infection, this can actually also help eradicate the infection. So you can either take it in the form of a juice, 1 to 2 glasses a day, or in the form of a capsule, 1 to 2 capsules daily. So there, you can actually include it in your regimen daily, in your daily regimen of vitamins, cranberry supplement, or you can actually take it as juice. That will decrease your chances of developing UTI. Okay, similar to taking cranberry, another effective safeguard against frequent infection is actually encouraging the good bacteria to grow. And how do you do this? By taking actually probiotic supplements. Okay, so that's my 5th advice. You take probiotic supplements in the form of either a fluid or a capsule or a soft gel. So whatever works for you, you can actually ask your doctors about it, and this will actually decrease the chances of UTI and increase your partying time. Now, speaking of partying time, okay, partying time equals, I think you will agree with me, alcohol. So more Christmas parties, more alcohol intake, overflowing alcohol. Okay, so this is my actually my, what number am I in now? Okay, it's my 6th advice. So, anything to do with alcohol blurs my mind. But anyway, so this is my 6th advice. Stay low on the alcohol. Remember this, everything in moderation, okay? Alcohol will dehydrate you, thus making you more prone to UTI. So please, stay slow on the alcohol. Go, just, drink in moderation. Drink what you can. And then always hydrate in the middle of your drinking sessions. Okay, so couple of bottles, drink water, and then a couple of bottles again. Or if you can actually do 1:1 ratio, then that will be better. That will actually decrease your chances of developing UTI during the festivities. 7th, okay, I will mention the number already so I do not forget. 7th advice, let's go back to cleanliness. And I think you all know this already. You wipe whenever you pee, you wipe from front to back. Okay? Remember, front to back. You do not go back to front. Okay, that's wrong. So front to back to decrease the chances of bacterial inoculation, and decrease the chances of infection. So that's my 7th advice. Front to back, front to back, front to back. Remember. Come to my very last advice, my 8th advice. Okay, of course, we want to be fresh during the holidays. We want to feel fresh during the holidays. We want to smell fresh during the holidays. So a lot of us tend to actually overdo cleaning. If we overdo this by douching or using your feminine products more than twice, then you actually make yourself more prone to more infections. Why is that so? Because by being too clean, you are now removing the good bacteria that is actually there in the vagina and in the urethra that actually protects us from the bad bacteria. So you're removing the good bacteria, and so now the bad bacteria can attack, and because of this, you can actually make yourself more prone to infections, especially UTI. So ladies, do not overdo. There is no such thing as very, very clean. Okay, you have to be a little no, what I'm just saying is do not overdo things. Okay, so just don't douche, do not wash with a feminine wash more than twice unless you go number 2 in the middle of the day, and that will actually prevent further infections. And what if you do develop UTI during this holiday season or during any time of the year? What you need to do is you go to your doctor as soon as you feel all these symptoms of burning, sensation, or pain in urinating, or difficulty in initiating pee, or there's a pain after peeing, or there's this feeling of you want to pee but it's not coming out, or you're dribbling, or anything, okay? For that matter, or any pain for that matter in the urethral area, then it's best to see your doctor, and your doctor can actually assess whether you need antibiotics or you need further workups. So very important that you remember that, okay? See your doctor if the symptoms become very uncomfortable and Dr. Google is not giving any very good advice anymore. I hope you learned a lot from this video and that you remember the 8 advices. There, I'm correct now. 8 advices that I've given you and the reminder that I've given you. And so, I wish you all a UTI-free holiday. Advance Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you soon again. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. One more time. Okay, next time I'll include you in the video. Alright? Aw, you want that? Oh, you like that. You like that. Okay, next time. I will. Okay, say bye-bye. Merry Christmas!